So what video game characters have the most aura? Obviously that's what we're gonna have to figure out this video because I'm drawing the most aura video game characters. So let me get my supplies together because I'm gonna try to fit 5 characters onto this paper. And make sure to watch the full video too because I'm gonna be explaining each choice I make, but let's get into the first character right now. Now I'm kind of feeling like this is gonna be a hard challenge just because there's so many video game characters that could potentially be in this lineup. You know, there's so many people from PlayStation to Xbox, Nintendo, the retro games from the 80s, 90s. But the very first video game character I'm adding here is gonna be Samus from the Metroid series. Bro, I feel like she gotta be on this. And before I started drawing, I put together a little bit of a list. I didn't have her written down here, but she was definitely like a locked in option that I knew I was gonna have to add. You know, I was going through Super Smash Bros characters trying to find somebody that would fit the aura lineup too. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, there's like so many like lines in this drawing, I'm getting confused trying to draw it. Like I keep on messing up, forgetting like where I'm at in the drawing and just, I gotta stay focused to try to get this right. I'm gonna definitely have to go in here and use my lead pencil to like clean this up and add in the details because it's looking like really rough at the moment. So I'm using Metroid Dread as a reference. That game came out, I think, like 3 years ago. Now, as I briefly mentioned just a second ago, before I started this drawing, man, I had to load up Super Smash Bros. I had to load up. Now, I haven't played that game in years, so you know, I wasn't trying to get into any fights. Mainly, I was just going through the character selection, seeing like which characters could potentially fit in here. I was just scanning through looking for the characters with the most aura, of course. And that process was mainly how I ended up getting Samus for the first pick. Now listen, I'm not like a gamer. You know, I don't play video games that much, so y'all are definitely gonna have to help me figure out who I need to put on this. I was doing a little bit of research. I tried to do my research. I was scrolling through some of the games, some of them recent, some of them were like the classic ones, just trying to find something. You know, I had to refresh my memory. I forgot about some of these games. Like even GTA, we could potentially add a GTA character that's like Franklin or somebody. But I'm gonna be honest, this first drawing was actually like really hard for me drawing this suit, but I still got it together and I like the end result. I like the end result of our first character to the aura lineup, Samus, so we gotta move on and add the next one right now. So next up, man, I'm not gonna lie, when I asked you guys who should I add to this lineup, this person's name was probably the most requested, I want to say. And I understand it too. He was another one I knew was going to be a guaranteed lock. If I didn't add him, bro, I would have had to have somebody slap me or something. Come to think about it, this whole list would be invalid without him. So, you know, without any further ado, we gotta add Kratos to this. Now listen, I did get the newest game, like the Ragnarok game on my PS5, but I just haven't had the time to play through it yet. Like I said, I'm not like a gamer. I gotta get back into it. Now, so far on this list, you know, I'm not trying to sound like too cocky or anything, but I think we went 2 for 2. Like at the moment, we're getting everything right. The character selection for aura is on point, but do y'all think that I should add backgrounds to them? Like maybe put a space galaxy behind Samus and then, I don't know, like fire or something behind Kratos? Let me know if you would want to see backgrounds. Yeah, but I need to get back into video games though. Like I need like a nice, like light, fun game to get back in the rhythm. You know what I mean? But I'm glad too that we added him because we needed to have a PlayStation character on him. You know, he got to represent, but you can see what the lineup is looking like so far. You know, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it, Kratos. But listen, y'all know who we gotta add next. Y'all know who has to be on this lineup. He's missing. I may just should have added him first, but let's get to it now. Listen, I know y'all hear that adventure music in the background. We had to even change the music for my guy right here. Now listen, it would have been disrespectful if we're talking about aura to not include who I'm sketching right now. You know, I was a little bit disappointed too with you guys because like when I asked who should I put on here, there wasn't a lot of people that were mentioning his name, bro. He gotta be on here. So of course, the person that I'm talking about is it gonna be Link. More specifically, I'm gonna draw Toon Link. And you know, that's even showing you how much aura he has, is that there's different versions of him that I could have added also. Now, in terms of a reference for this drawing, I had to go to Super Smash Bros. You can tell too, because he's kind of in like a fighting stance. That's what I used to help. But I did recently buy the Zelda Arts and Artifact book. Definitely would recommend this if you're like a Zelda fan. It was definitely worth the purchase. I'm gonna have to get some more like art of video game books, because there's definitely some fire art books that are centered on like the video game art styles and stuff. But kind of the same thing with Kratos is, I got one of the newer Zelda games, the Tears of the Kingdom. Bro, I still haven't finished it yet. Like I'm barely into the game. I gotta get back into it. Very important detail though when it comes to Link, of course, is gonna be the Master Sword. I can't mess that up. And I gotta add the hearts too. But you can see right now, my guy Link, he's on the lineup. We got him on the lineup, so now we can move on. Now, who I'm drawing right now, bro, I honestly thought some of y'all were gonna fight me if I didn't add him. Like when I saw his name in the comments so much, y'all were saying you gotta add him. Like it's not valid if he's not in it. And you know, he is one of the more iconic video game characters of all time, so I had to make a spot for him, and of course I gotta be Master Chief. Now I was low-key trying to avoid drawing him because I don't like drawing the machinery, armored suits and stuff. It's like hard to draw for me, but I gotta add him. Now I actually used his Fortnite skin as a reference for this one here. Here's the important thing. Important thing is I added 4 characters in this video, but I probably am gonna add a 5th one, so y'all gotta let me know who that needs to be. So after going through the comments, it seems like these are like the most requested video game characters to add for maybe the 5th person. I don't know. It might be one of these, maybe somebody else, but we gotta figure out who we're gonna put. Like we need to come to a consensus on who that's going to be. But let me go ahead and show you the reveal for the lineup so far. So you can see the lineup so far. Let me know if I got this right, but also let me know who needs to be the 5th character. Who else do we need to add to this? Who do you think is missing? It's like disrespectful that I didn't include them. Let me know, but thank you guys for watching. New videos coming soon, and I'm out.